Hello there, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to today's installment of The Light. Thanks for watching my channel. If you're new, welcome, folks. I hope you're enjoying the intro music as well. Now, everybody, we've got a video here that I promised you. I said that I wanted to dig in on the stories, and today is What's the Story on Aurora Cannabis. So we're going to get into that, but I also want to talk about the story today, what we're seeing in the news. Now, check out this Google search right up here. This is what we're seeing. Googling Aurora Cannabis on August 5th, 6th. So we're seeing this shift in sentiment by analysts and financial institutions and publications. So why are we seeing this? Why are analysts and financial experts saying this now? I really want to dig in as well on what I see in the cannabis market, because I see it as a safe haven. I'm really confident in the future growth of the market. Regardless of the stock market, the cannabis industry is going to grow exponentially, and it is actually of great importance. Now we're going to see cannabis, hemp, CBD, and really all of the many uses of the cannabis plant becoming more tangible, more visible, and more accessible. And cannabis and its effects will be more tangible in our financial and material lives in many ways. Now, I see it as a safe haven, as well as some other industries and areas in the market against kind of volatility and geopolitical concerns. We see the market taking another dive here, some volatility due to geopolitical conflict, tariffs, and trade deals that have yet to be made. Now, we're waiting to see what's going on there, but exciting things are happening in the cannabis industry nonetheless, and Aurora Cannabis today is actually lifting the cannabis market. We see them jumping 10%, and really the cannabis market following suit as the world's greatest producer of cannabis. Medical grade cannabis is taking a jump there. It's a bull move for the market, another bull move in my opinion. So let's get into it here, because we're seeing Aurora Cannabis making itself into an international leader and distributor of medical grade cannabis. It's also got a significant pipeline of products, not just cannabis and products that get you high, but all sorts of products infused with many compounds. Now, there are over 113 different compounds which can be extracted from cannabis and used medically or for health benefits. And Aurora Cannabis is doing a lot of research, and they have this pipeline with soft gels, tinctures, edibles, concentrates. They've also got vapes, and a big deal that I see is their deal with Pax Vapor. Even though Pax has many partners and growers, I think this is a big deal for Aurora Cannabis. Now, they've also got cannabis-infused beverages, and folks, this has been something that hasn't been talked about a lot, but cannabis-infused beverages are just about to be legalized in October in Canada, at least according to the Canadian plan. Now, that's exciting, and Aurora Cannabis is ready to go. They've got the beverages, and Aurora Cannabis is also actually engaging in vigorous scientific and financial research into the industry, and I think that this is exciting. And since the company brought on Nelson Peltz, I've been quite interested in their moves. Peltz is a big investor, really a Wall Street guy, and a financial advisor who's been brought on by many companies and who's helped out many innovative corporations in building a great future. He's rather successful. He really has a mixed record, but I see this as a big move and an intelligent move again by Aurora Cannabis, as they're now becoming an international leader and quite a giant. What's been going on since then? Where are the big deals? Where are the partnerships, right? Analysts and these financial publications have just been all over it. Very concerned, seeing all of the other companies seeming to make some kind of deal, like the deal with Canopy Growth and Constellation Brands to make cannabis-infused beverages. Constellation Brands makes alcoholic drinks, of course. Now, frankly, I think that's a huge deal, but I think that THC-infused alcoholic drinks are a bad idea, unhealthy, and kind of nasty. I also don't think that that's something that would be incredibly popular in the marketplace. I see other drinks, like if you've heard of Keef Cola, cannabis-infused colas or lemonades, soft drinks and things like that as the future and the way to go. But cannabinoids actually can be broken down and destroyed and disintegrated by alcohol. So I think that alcoholic infused beverages are a gimmick and something not to get too excited about, but the legalization of THC beverages in Canada this October is something to be excited about for sure. It's very cool. And Aurora Cannabis is ready to go. Now, they've got some big deals. They've got a corporate partnership with PAX as a grower. Now, that means Aurora Cannabis can have a better deal and better price point on the PAX product. Now, this is a very next generation pen, an interesting product similar to Apple, which isn't really cross-compatible with a lot of other 510 threaded vapes, but which has a advanced technology, delivers a very good vapor. I actually do own one, and I think that it's cool. I think that it's not as much a big deal for PAX, who has many grower partners like this who want to move their oil to the shelves via the PAX cartridge, but it's a big deal for Aurora Cannabis, who's going to have their own flower infused into the PAX pen and vapor, giving them a better price point and further vertically integrating their product lineup. And it's very cool. They've also got that deal with the UFC, which I think is quite underestimated. Now, that's going to yield some incredible research, and we'll get into the importance of that in a moment. But we also see Aurora Cannabis with international partnerships in South America, making the acquisition of Farmacias Magistrales and moving into Uruguay with the acquisition of ICC Labs. They also have moved into the EU and been building out Aurora Nordic. They've also got a deal to supply medical cannabis with Germany and Italy, so they're going to be a huge supplier to governments internationally for the medical grade cannabis market. That's a big deal, and one that I think has not been talked about enough or written about enough in a lot of big publications, even though I think that people know by now. Now let's get into the history. How did Aurora Cannabis become an international leader? They were founded actually as a resource corporation. Aurora originally was not even in the cannabis industry. They were founded in 2006 with the aim of acquiring natural resources, but intelligent moves by leadership in 2013 to 2014, really in all the years up to then, allowed Aurora Cannabis to get its first license to grow medical grade cannabis in Canada in 2014. Now, this is right after the legalization in Colorado. 2013, the vote happened. In January 2014, legalization occurred. We see Aurora Cannabis as a first mover in the Canadian market, already growing medical grade cannabis then. And then they got their license to sell medicinal grade cannabis soon after. They actually moved first into the European market to sell to the medical markets through government institutions legally. And now they have Aurora Nordic to supply the European Union, and quite an impressive international expansion. So that's all very cool. They've also got legal flower drinks and edibles now, even recreational in cannabis, and they've been doing advanced medical research. Now, that partnership with the UFC is big. It's of incredible importance, and we're going to be getting research, which is going to be for athletes, for first offenders, and for everybody else. People who've had head trauma or bodily harm, who've hurt parts of their body badly, damaged nerves, even the spinal column, the brain can benefit from this research. And we're going to find out more about how the body responds and how the endocannabinoid system responds to this stimulus, doing research with these incredible athletes. I think it's amazing. And these guys have their body in peak condition, ready to fight in the octagon. So I think that this research will be quite beneficial to mankind in the end, and we're going to see how that benefits Aurora Cannabis. Now, the stock's depressed, but not volatile. It's consolidated above $6 now and actually taking a big jump with the market following in suit. Aurora Cannabis up about 10%, taking the market higher. Now, the market's been a little volatile all in all with this geopolitical conflict, but Aurora Cannabis is soon to be growing more and producing more cannabis than any entity in the market. So that's that's exciting, and I believe in the leadership of the company. I think that they have a integrity and that they are going to follow through on their plan, and we're seeing it happen right now. Earnings are coming up in September, so could be a very big fall, as well as we see legalization of more products coming right afterward. Now folks, thanks for tuning in to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this. Now it's a cool story how Aurora Cannabis has become what it is today. So now you know. Now if you've enjoyed the video, please do like the video. It really helps me out. If you would like to, please do comment as well. I love the comments, and do subscribe to the channel if you'd like to continue to receive updates. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, my people. Much love. Until the next video, enjoy the music, and I will see you then.